The topic for group discussion now is on international terrorism. You have about 10 minutes time to discuss on the topic, and now the time is yours.
Good morning, friends. Today we are going to discuss a topic terrorism, international terrorism.
Well initiated.
And all these terrorisms are put a name like Al Qaeda, Tigers, and all those. By these terrorists are
The speaker should be more careful with the language.
Like
My friend, why these terrorists are coming? We have to put a question.
Avoid being too informal. Usage of my friend inappropriately by means of poor gestures and facial expressions could annoy your team members. Interrupting the speaker abruptly too will have a negative impact.
Strike the WTO towers on WTO towers in America, because the community in America is pressuring other communities. To overcome this pressure, he has to do something bad. So that's there the terrorism is generating. This terrorism has adverse effect on economic.
And
so
also the religions problem also these terrorists are coming up. Like in our country we can say Naxals. These are coming up because of their they are coming from tribal areas, because the government is not looking around the what are the facilities for the tribal, and they are very vexed of those, and they are changing to Naxals.
No. They are not belongs to a tribal area.
Okay.
Some of the people.
Why these Naxalites are erasing?
Sir, Naxalites are having
that is socio-economical problem, I think.
Yeah, first why these Naxalites are erasing? We want to know that, because they are posing some. They want to have their desires, but government is not
care of.
not care of their desires. So that they are turning up their lives into a terrorism part. So in this way, they are thinking that this is the right way they can make the society better. That is not the case, first of all. So government.
Okay, my friend. Mainly for this terrorism, the insecurity level in the human beings will rise. This we can see in every country. For example, you take in India, whenever there is terrorist in some place, all the people living in other places will feel insecure. They will get sometimes. So what is the reason for this tension?
India is a place where all cultures, all religions.
But
Security. We are giving full security because the Muslims are living here, the Hindus are living, Christians, and all the people are living. In India, there is no word of insecurity.
the terrorism mainly comes from Asian. It is not international issue, I think.
No.
Yeah,
Terrorism
it's
is there in worldwide. Actually, terrorism.
The world is facing a problem of international terrorism.
For every country is suffering from terrorism. Even our country is facing main problem.
Internal terrorism we are facing, like Naxals and all.
Due to this terrorism, the economic, it has adverse economic effects. For example, this terrorism used to print the currency of other countries, which have a major economic problem. For example, if you take WTO tower strike, where in America the stock exchange where the bear runs while the bull runs, because the economic whenever these terrorists are striking some main figure, it has adverse economic effects. For example, you take in India, whenever they transfer a currency, for example, you take fake currency into India, it has adverse economic. For example, the original notes are not transferring for whatever the goods, whatever it may be. For this, indirectly the people are losing. For whatever is the terrorist effect, this effect fall on
Okay,
people.
they are targeting countries, not only a single person, right?
Not only
And also this Al Qaeda.
Terrorism, every terror some motto. So actually they are going to achieve that motto. So then why coming this killing part of the innocent people? Just when taking this Al Qaeda, they have that jihad, that is killing of that tells that it is a pleasure for them by killing people. That is they are not making any sin by killing innocent people. When they have all this type of feelings, that first of all their motto should be changed. Actually, in achieving their instead of achieving their motto, they are entirely turning their motto into some other terror. So actually terrorism have some motto, and that motto is kept behind, and this killing of this innocent people and everything is taking place. And so the government actually which plays a main role, so we have to initiate the calls.
Okay.
And
I agree with him. I agree with her, because the Al Qaeda and all those are these terrorism, or people are making one god name, and they are changing the people, and they are making the people in such a way they're changing people.
Okay.
To
Okay,
come
friend,
into
let us
the
discuss-
terrorism
Okay,
and-
friend, let us discuss it on technological. What is adverse effect due to this terrorism? For example, you take in Iran. Iran is using this technology, for example, for hacking whatever the credit, whatever the bank balances in for other countries. These terrorists are using this technology for for debiting their bank balances by using this technology. Due to this terrorists, the technology is also using for adverse effects. So this terrorists must not use.
Yes, I do
They
want to
are-
say
No, you
one
cannot
point
restrict
regarding this
technology.
technology.
transferring money.
But you
They
cannot
are
restrict the
after
terrorists
transport.
don't use the technology. But we have to think why some countries are supporting a terrorism, why they are supporting, what is the problem. But some organization, the UNESCO and something, they have to look all the things and why some countries are supporting a terrorism, why they are supporting, what is the main reason. We are suffering from Bangladesh and Pakistan, in China also.
Okay.
They are supporting a terrorism, that's why we are facing problems. We can internal terrorism we can manage like socio-economical problems like we can.
Okay. I wanted the good foreign policy is not. It's also
Recently,
a factor for
recently, if
terrorism.
you take the case with the North Korea, it is providing nuclear bombs. So it is a major issue regarding this. So America, powerful country like America and India these are the countries who are against this North Korea.
That
Sometimes
was friend. I am
America is
Yeah,
supported Al Qaeda and Afghanistan
Not-
has supported earlier. I think.
North Korea has because it is getting some pressure from America, from other countries to invade this. So that's why it has developed. This main reason for terrorism, I think, is pressure.
Every country have
They
they
want to
protect
protect
themselves. So there is no wrong in creating that nuclear weapons and keeping for their safety. So
For their
there is
safety.
no right for any country to intervene into the other country's affairs that which leads to some war. So that in turn turns into terrorism. So first of all, the initiative where the problem arises. So we should be able to. We have UNO, United Nations Organization, which in turn will have all these things taken by it. So we have to sit together and think of it, actually where the problem arises and which in turn leading for the terrorism. So we can eradicate the terrorism, and we should also know that what is the motto. So what is the main cause, and so by that we can able to eradicate terrorism. But what the US has did is just they have went on Afghanistan and made war. So what is it? They are coming towards us and we are going there.
Just
give a chance to others also to
Here, the speaker has taken the initiative of making a silent member open up.
Nobody cares to him. That's like for property sake he may be doing it, for money sake let it be like that. So I think government should compromise with them, should give them some other work at least, so that they don't think about this terrorism only, so that they don't go in a cruel way.
First
Government
countries
should
should have
compromise with
to.
them.
There is no
Let it
education.
be first today, maybe the loss of government will doesn't mind, but they should compromise it so that they don't change themselves in a cruel way,
Yeah, that's
which really destroys the world one or the other day.
yes, friend,
Everybody
what you tell is
living in a
right.
fear that some or the other way bomb is going to blast and we are going to go one or the other way. That's why everybody is having that fear. Though lecturers they say hundreds of seminars, but they have a fear, a small little fear in their heart that anyway bomb may blast, we should not worry about anything.
Yes,
So
friend, just
to eradicate that fear,
yeah, what you have said is right. But what has happened in our Andhra Pradesh when this Congress come into the rule, just they have invited for the talks. But why couldn't that be continued?
We are not taking
Just I'm taking it as an example. What she has told is that we have to compromise with their needs. But whatever the government has compromised, it is going on asking beyond the limits of that.
Okay, friend, I want to add, it has social effects. This terrorism has social effects. For example, if a person is in a family, if a person is said to be one terrorist is there, the entire adverse effect is on the family, because the social effect is that this must be decreased to then those family will be converted to terrorism, because the situation we have to overcome the situation.
I have to say one point is that why this terrorism is increasing day by day, because in a society we are living side by side. We don't know whether what is happening in the next house. If it happens also, we don't bother. Why should we bother? Thinking selfishness. People are becoming selfishness, so that these problems are not taken into the government.
So
let me
we the
say,
people.
international terrorism is growing its step tremendously. The most educational personnel and bioinformatic professionals. So this because they are getting more intelligent person who can hack the most security or by computer by using computer, and also make bioinformatic weapons. They destroy the most of the world.
It's a group discussion wherein you are addressing a group and not a single member. So maintain eye contact with all the team members.
Okay,
Citizens.
friends, we may conclude here, right? And I want any one of you to summarize the group discussion, right? One of you can summarize whatever has happened.
Yes, friends, after listening to all these points, I want to conclude is that which is terrifying the whole world. So we need to, government also has to take some preventive measures such that, and it is not the part of the government also, but it is the individual who has to see what is going on around his society, around the society. He need to take care of all these things and see that. Terrorism activities and people should not be lean in a wrong path.
This participant has not contributed to the discussion at all.
So these activities should be reduced by it can be possible by individual only. So individual is the powerful man who can provoke the whole society.